Behind me you can see Mount Ararat. The Bible does not specify exactly which one is the mountain upon which the Ark of Noah stopped, but it specifies the range of the Ararat mountains. Here you can see a mountain of 5,000 meters. Next to it is another one of similar height. These are two volcanoes. The last time they erupted, it was in 1840, which is a year which by Adventism is also important because we understand that the fall of the Ottoman Empire was about that period of time. Now, it is important for us not to be here just to see these mountains, but to be here to remember the symbolic value of this area. And what is the value that we can learn today? The value is related to the time of the end, because the Bible says that in the time of the end, things will be as in the times of Noah. These are the words of Jesus. So what was happening at the time of Noah? What was so different and so peculiar that God needed to send the flood? Well, the core element, it was the anthropocentric view of humanity became so egocentric, so viewed on self-gain, that the concept of God was so distant for them, and it would have not been able to get it back. This is exactly what will happen before the second coming. And this is why we have to enter in the ark and not be outside, because the second coming of Christ will be at the time appointed when God's people will have built the ark and they will be inside, and then the time will come. Now, it is important for us to spread this message, because the 144,000 have to be ready. And when they are ready, then God will end the work of the sanctuary, and Christ, our high priest, will come to gather the precious grain, as it is written in chapter 3 of Christ Object Lessons, the last paragraphs. Now, it is important for us to internalize that concept and to decide willfully, with whatever energy we have from our carnal spirit, to die. The flesh has to die, and then the spirit can live. For we are saved by grace through faith, which is like an arm which stretches to grasp grace, and then none of ourselves, but by the mercy of God, which produced already pre-prepared works for us that we might walk in them. So who prepared these pre-prepared works is Christ. Those are the works of Christ. It is the works of the Spirit. It is the gift of the Spirit. And exactly as Apostle Paul says in the book of Galatians chapter 5, that the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, faithfulness, and so on. And this is what will be manifested in God's people, while the worldly people, which will not enter in the ark, they will continue to produce the works of the flesh. Now, it's important that we do not come in the ark with our works of the flesh, but we accept the garments of grace. May God bless you, may God bless each one of us as we ponder upon the idea of the close of probation and upon what is coming. The first time the earth was cleansed by water, now this time will be cleansed by fire at the third coming of Jesus. Yes, the second one will be at the beginning of the 1,000 years, and then the third one at the end of the 1,000 years. May the Lord bless us, and may we be in the ark, and may we be in His kingdom where He is.